In this video, we are going to review how to solve linear equations that have integer coefficients. Remember, integer just means that it's not a fraction. So these are equations that do not have fractions in front of the variables. Let's suppose we're solving the equation shown. The first step in solving a linear equation is to make sure that we simplify the terms on either side of the equal sign. This means we are combining like terms. So for example, on the left side of the equal sign, I have a 4x and an x term that can be combined together. On the right side of the equal sign, there are no like terms. The -2 is a different kind of term than the 2x, so I would not be combining those together. When I simplify each side of the equal sign in this equation, the left side simplifies to 5x minus 2, and the right side simplifies to -2 plus 2x. Again, remember, we did not have any terms to combine on the right side of the equation. The next step in solving a linear equation is to move all of your x terms to one side of the equal sign and all of your constant terms or non-variable terms to the other side of the equal sign. In my simplified equation, I need to move my 5x and 2x together on one side and my -2 from the left and -2 from the right to the same side of the equation. What I like to do is keep my x terms positive, so I am going to move the 2x over to this side with the 5x and this -2 over to the right side with the other -2. The way that we move terms from one side of the equal sign to the other when solving a linear equation is by using the opposite operation. Terms that are being added on one side or are positive will be subtracted, and terms that are negative or being subtracted will be added. So in other words, to move the 2x to the left side, since it's a positive 2x, I'm going to subtract 2x from both sides of my equation. 5x minus 2x leaves us with 3x. I still have the -2, and that equals a -2. Now I'm going to add 2 to both sides because it's a -2, and the opposite of subtracting is adding. And now I have 3x is equal to 0. The final step in solving a linear equation is to get x all by itself. And we do that by taking a look at what numbers are still bothering x, what coefficients are still hanging around the x term, how are they attached, and we're going to do the opposite to get rid of them. In this particular equation, we still have a coefficient of 3 that is bothering our x. That 3 is attached to the x by multiplication. So to undo multiplication, we are going to divide both sides of the equation by 3. And when we do that, we find that x is equal to 0. Let's practice. I would like you to pause the video and solve the following problem for x. Let's see how you did. Remember, the first step in solving an equation is to combine like terms on either side of the equal sign. On the left side, that would mean we're combining the 3x and the -x. And on the right side, that means we're combining the x with the 2x. When we do this, we are left with 1 plus 2x on the left side and 3x minus 4 on the right side. Our second step is to bring all of our x terms or variable terms to one side of the equal sign and all of our constant terms to the other side. To help keep our x value positive, I'm going to bring the 2x over to the right side with the 3x and the minus 4 over to the left side with the 1. To do this, we will use opposite operations to move things. Since the 2x is positive, I'm going to subtract 2x from both sides of the equal sign. That's doing the opposite operation. That leaves me with 1 equals x minus 4. To bring that negative 4 over to the left side, since it's being subtracted, I'll do the opposite and add it to both sides of the equal sign. And I have 5 equals x. So x equals 5 is my solution to this equation. Remember, after you solve an equation, you can always plug your answer back in to check your solution. We can take the 5 and plug it back into the original equation, and it should make the left side equal to the right side. Is 1 plus 3 times 5 minus 5 equal to 5 minus 4 plus 2 times 5? The answer is yes, it does. The left side of the equation simplifies to 11, and the right side of the equation also simplifies to 11. So we've checked our solution, and it works. To wrap up this lesson, I'd like to talk through 2 special cases with you that can happen when you're solving a linear equation. So I have an example here for us, and we're going to start, just as we always do, by combining like terms on either side of the equal sign. On the left side, that means we're combining the negative 4 and the positive 1, which leaves us with 3x minus 3. On the right side, that means we're combining the negative 2x and the positive 5x, which leaves us with a positive 3x minus 5. Now we need to bring all of our x terms together and our constant terms together. What if we decide to move the 3x on the left side over to the right side of the equal sign? Well, it's a positive 3x. The way we'll move that is by subtracting 3x from both sides. And what happens is I lose my x terms. 3x minus 3x is 0 x's. And I'm left with just negative 3 equals a negative 5. When you are solving a linear equation and you lose your x terms when simplifying and moving things around to solve, then the equation becomes one of our special cases. If you lose the x terms and you come up with a statement that is not true, like this one, negative 3 will never equal a negative 5, that means that the equation has no solution. The other special case happens when we start to solve the equation and we lose all of our x terms and we end up with a statement that is always true. Let's take a look at this example. Simplifying both sides of the equal sign will give us 2y plus 7 on the left equal to 2y plus 7 on the right. Moving my y terms to one side of the equal sign, if I subtract 2y from each side, my y terms disappear and I'm left with 7 equals 7. This is a true statement and it will always be true. When this happens, we say that the solution is all real numbers.